Facebook, YouTube, the day of Michael the Archangel. God is the one who is likened unto God. Nope, is not. God is soul. Let's stop worshiping these gods and goddesses. So, because they're infiltrating the high places that are getting too much an advantage of the kingdom of darkness. It's getting too much advantage. All right, topic of the message is 18th. October 18th. Now, yesterday it was 17th, and that means victory. Now, God told me this morning that, that 18, 17, and 18 is together. You know what I'm saying? 17 and 18 emerges together. And it's because 18 means bondage. And he wanted me to say that, the next move that's going to happen is going to be victory over bondage. Victory over bondage. And the thing is, how much bondage is going on in this world. Words cannot describe how ridiculous, how much bondage is going on in the world. And the thing is, it's sad, to what extent concerning the logistics that God has revealed to me of how bad this world is, and because people are not questioning and analyzing things properly, how bad that it's going to get because of that. Because we are allowing, we're not questioning the bondage. We're not, or more likely, we're not, questioning the Band-Aid. Like if someone had a Band-Aid or more likely a scar or something, we will say, what happened to you? You know what I'm saying? What happened here? We are, the problem is of the world we live in. The system has programmed us just to keep going. Like I tell you, to keep going, don't question nothing. Is our objective of keeping deception. I think that's a bondage by itself, that people has this mindset that keep on going, don't question nothing of significance that will set free people's lives, don't question the church and their division. They operating in tradition and they're operating contrary to scriptures, and and they're not supposed to be unified. They're supposed to be divided, because that's the only way, they're going to truly be a church building. Yeah, because they're not going to question the church building. That, like I told people, I don't think in this rapture it says that the buildings are going to lift up in the sky and meet Jesus in the air. I think it said people are going to rise up and meet him in the air. Those that are all about the scriptures, all about the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's this bondage, this spiritual bondage that is going on around the world and going on everywhere, that people are continuing to ignore. Because look, this bondage is going to continue, just as what John says. These three methods of, is going to continue. It's called the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. And that is pretty much the main three bondages that Satan needs to keep continuing this cycle of darkness, to get people in the trap. You know what I'm saying? Get people in the trap. Trap them on earth and trap in that they will be escorted to downstairs. That people are not understanding. You know what I'm saying? This bondage. The thing is, I want y'all to understand that when I do these videos and stuff like this, I'm not doing this, of course, for notoriety. No, truth will never be popular and never will be. And the thing is, truth is not going to be popular in a lying, system systematic world. These worlds is about, living to really cover up, you know what I'm saying? Cover up. But that is a bondage itself, you know what I'm saying? This bondage of covering. See, like we're supposed to cover it with the blood, but, not cover it with lies. Because, what God told me one time about, like a cut, somebody get cut. I got cut. What if we're supposed to cover this cut with like alcohol to get the germs out of it? You know what I'm saying? Or disinfect it, yeah. And everybody like, no, don't put the alcohol, on there. Y'all know it's gonna sting and stuff. But somebody said, oh, let's just put a Band-Aid on it, because the Band-Aid's very comfortable, and let's comfort the cut, And the thing is, the problem is people the system is trying to comfort hurt, and comfort pain and disappointment. They're trying to comfort all these things and not trying to put that thing that's going to really help it to heal and help. And not only because you put alcohol in it to disinfect it, to take out the chemicals that can get inside the system that can probably make you sick in the future. See what I'm saying? Nobody wants the alcohol, but they won't just put the Band-Aid on there, And that's what's been going on in this world system for a long time, in systematic ways of, people and, people on television, radio, giving you these earthly advice to help better your lives, And nobody, I believe, don't want the alcohol of the truth, you know what I'm saying? The alcohol, that truth, everybody don't want to sting. Nobody wants to sting to really get what needs to be done, get done, But that's how it is, and everybody's, and the number, like I said, the number one evil in this world that people need to understand is ignorance. Ignorance is the greatest evil that is ever, it is. Because here's the thing about ignorance, if you're, but the enemy of that is to be aware, that you're aware of what's going on around you. You're aware of your surroundings. You're aware of the activity that is happening, And the thing is, everybody's not aware, or don't want to be aware because it's something about that is not up our alley of our interest of wanting to get to know, for ourselves. We don't like it, and it's not, legitimate of what I do concerning going to school and going to job and going, part of this club or part of this group or part of this whatever earthly activity. We got these earthly activities out here that we want to focus on and participate with that, but we do not want we do not want to engage in this ideal activity that has significance of you having life and life more abundantly. And no, we don't want to participate in this activity. That is bondage right there. This bondage that is going on, that people keep going on and on and going on and on in their zone. You know what I'm saying? You're in your zone. I'm not going to pay attention to that person over there, poor and hurting and, going through situations and circumstances in life. Let me keep focusing on my life and what I want to do and whatever I want to do. And that bondage right here. Just, now notice the darkness. You see the darkness in that bondage. That's all you're going to ever see in this kind of bondage right here. And people are not respecting this bondage. And the thing is, how many lives are going to be wasted? You know what I'm saying? How many lives are going to become a victim? You know what I'm saying? How many lives are going to be affected? And the thing is, that is the terrible concern, And that's the problem of a lot of people that's going on right now. They're in the bondage, but a deliverer is coming one day. A deliverer is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? A deliverer will come and make it. Come and make sense of every situation that's going on. So the thing is, that's the topic of the message, that I pray and hope that you seek deliverance, you know what I'm saying, in your life. Because, you know, this world is hurting, and so much pain and disappointment has happened to individuals. It's unreal that, you know, I like me, if a problem going to happen in this world, you know, the problems that are happening in this world, I see it as the church fault, because we have the solution of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? We have the solution, and people, you know, and the church acting all ridiculous and saying, you know, well, that happened, oh well. And, you know, and this religion is a bondage right there. Religion and division and confusion, that's a bondage that needs to be broke. I mean, now, you know, these churches will want you to, like, pray to people to help them out of their bondage, but they need deliverance from their bondage of, you know, operating the division and tradition and religion. You know, it's crazy, y'all. The world is crazy. Just everything is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you looking at it crazy. Normal is not the norm. You know what I'm saying? This is not normal based upon reality, and people are not respecting that, you know, idea. And the sad thing is, people just need to really recognize this going on, or stop being ignorant and be aware of the idea of what's going on, and protest about the truth of the fact of the matter. If they are of God, they will be of His truth. I mean, I believe that, you know, that the lies are the bondages, you know, becomes a strong bondage as how much you believe in the system. How much you believe in the system that is going on, you strengthen the bondage. Your belief will strengthen your bondages, and you wonder why your chains are tough to break, because you keep believing in the lies of these bondages of what's going on that is hurting others and everywhere, you know. And it's sad that it's a disaster. It's really a disaster that, you know, is going to facilitate more to really get more worse. But thing is, God has a solution coming very soon that we need to wait, and the solution of pretty much judgment. Judgment has to happen, as what Peter says, and I agree with Peter wholeheartedly, that judgment will have to begin in the church. It has to, because church is supposed to be the ideal solution. All right, it's supposed to be the ideal solution that is supposed to solve the problem that is what's going on, and it's just they sitting back watching more problems develop, and people are not realizing how much solutions are happening. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's just crazy. It's cataclysmic, and I just pray that people, you know, can endure the problems that is going on in this world, that God's judgment will make everything right that has been wrong. And the thing is, that's what needs to be done right now, because there's too many people operating in bondage. It's just too many. It's just too much. And the problem is, the sad part about it, majority of us comfortable in our bondage. We're comfortable in these chains. That's the worst comfort you can ever have in your life, to be comfortable in chains. And that's what that cannot happen. It needs to stop, and people need true deliverance in their life. But I hope you got the message about bondage, getting victory over bondage. God will bring victory over bondage very soon. Just wait patiently on His time, and it will happen. That's the message. To God be the glory, Him forever and ever. In Jesus'